Okay. Good morning. It is just about 8 o'clock in the AM on Friday, September 30th, 2022, which is also our National Reconciliation Day up here in Canada, which is giving a big nod to the history, the colonial history, and you know, the good and the bad, especially the bad of that. Unfortunately, I think the discourse around reconciliation is not going to help the current situation, which is still colonial, still disenfranchising people, still disempowering people and all. I mean, it's better than the 1950s, but we got a long way to go. And if we're talking about reconciliation, it means that we're like reconciling. We're putting it, you know, we're fixing it so that it's done and we can leave it back behind us. But how are we going to do that when we're right in the midst of a continual colonial state? I don't know. Anyway, I have the day off because I work for an indigenous organization. A lot of places don't let their employees off. Brit's working today, but I have my orange shirt on because it's also Orange Shirt Day, in recognition of the residential schools, and the traumas that occurred there, and all of the terrible things. Most people who are native here in Canada are going to be wearing their orange shirts today. But it's cool this morning. It's chilly. I have my hoodie on. I can't just go all straight orange shirt because it's like 11 degrees outside and it rained last night and it's overcast and kind of dark still, and yeah, it's kind of cooler weather. We are in to our first, well, not our first winter moon, our last summer moon, Awaka Sikisum. Yeah, we just came into Awaka Sikisum, and so we're not quite in winter yet, but the leaves are turning. I'm going to get out to Spopikimi this morning for the first time in a little bit. I've been working. Hey, this is my first day off in about 2 weeks, because last weekend's trade show and powwow, you know, kept me busy through the weekend. Yeah, I haven't had a day off. And today's not really an entire day off either, because this evening I have Combative Sports Commission responsibilities. Lee Meehan is putting on a Rumble in the Cage, first time after COVID, and there's going to be 19 fights. Oh no, I think they trimmed down. I think it's actually going to be like 15 now. I think we lost some fights, but there's still a lot of fights on this card. Tonight are the weigh-ins at Lee's school, so I have to go over there and officiate in the weigh-ins, and then tomorrow night I'll have to go officiate in the fights. So that's all going to be fun stuff. I don't know what else is going to be on the agenda for today other than that and getting outside to take a walk, because I just haven't been out in so long, and I'm ready. I need to get outside and enjoy a little bit of fresh air. So glad to have a 3-day weekend. Right now we're picking up a skunk here in Tartan Circle in the Highlands of West Lethbridge. Yeah, we're picking up a skunk. I'm going to check around a few other traps I have on the west side here, since we're already out here. Don't want to waste the opportunity in case there are other skunks in traps. We'll take care of that, and then we'll go for a little walk. Oh yes, here we are. Oh, there's Skunky. This was burrowed right under their front step. The classic skunk burrow of Lethbridge. Sorry, buddy. We are going to have to move you. Bring you down to the river. We can figure out a new path from there. Okay, I had just gone to check on another one of my traps, Dalhousie Court, when I got a call from a client out here on Oxford Road, where I set a trap just last night, and sure enough, he's got a skunk in the trap. So we're gonna go pick that one up. I've been keeping a lot closer tabs on the skunk and raccoon calls I've been getting. Over the summer, I let some go. A lot of calls I didn't respond to. I just didn't have the time. It kind of hurt my business, I think. But at the same time, I was teaching online my phenology class to the young agrarians, and so that was like taking up a little bit of my, or giving me a little bit of the revenue that I would normally get from the skunks. That's all over now, and we're going into the winter when there's not going to be any animals, and I got to somehow replace some of that revenue. So I'm working my animals much closer, making rounds in the morning because I drop Brit off, and at work a lot of times 6 or 7 o'clock in the AM, and then it gives me an hour or two before I do at Sawmiss that I can make rounds and move some animals. If I wait until the people call me, now it's getting to be kind of a problem in terms of missing work and that kind of thing. So anyhow, where is, oh yeah, here we are, number 100 Oxford Road. They had a really nice garden. I was checking it out last night when I came to set up the trap. I guess when he got home, the trap where I had set it had caught somebody's cat, and so he released the cat, moved the trap, and moved it under his bird feeder, and sure enough, caught the skunk overnight. So I'll make some room back here for number 2.
Good morning.
Hello, hello.
We caught the little doodad.
That's what I hear.
Just right around.
Oh,
the
he's
corner.
around the corner here.
Yeah, we moved it because we caught the neighbor's cat.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. He thought the skunk was coming from the shed back there, so I put it close to that.
Yeah.
And there we got a, hey there. Oh yeah. You're gonna come with me. Here's where things get tricky.
Yeah.
As you can see from my sheet.
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, pretty brave. Oh, there he is. He's turning around.
So I went and brought those skunks to the north side, dropped them off in the parks out that way. Now I'm back here at the pond, and I don't have too long before Britt gets off of work. Just gonna touch base here, see if anything's really phenologically new. Been looking at mohkami, the blue heron, here for a few weeks now. I don't know if you can see them, but there's still a lot of yellow legs poking around in the water because it's so shallow. And this is like basically right in the middle of the pond. Gonna go check out whether or not the beaver have a food cache that's cresting the water yet. I know they've been working on something, but we'll see how far it's come along. I love the colors. It's gonna get even more colorful, although a lot of the trees don't have leaves anymore here, unfortunately. But yeah, the colors are really nice. Let's go check out the beaver. Yeah, nothing very new at the beaver lodge. They've put a little bit more mud, I think. Maybe some reeds and stuff up onto the wood that they had piled for their lodge itself. But yeah, I'm not seeing the tips of the underwater winter food cache popping up yet, so we're still a ways off as far as that goes, I guess. Got a few minutes. I'm going to try to make it all the way around. Looks like we got a second heron hanging out here at the wide south pool. Not seeing as many yellow legs out here as I would expect, but I suppose they got better pickings in those shallows at the north end. Water's still pretty low in the pond, but normally right at the beginning of the first winter moon usually lifts a bit. I don't know what causes that, but we'll continue on. I've got about 15 minutes before Britt's gonna be off work and wondering where I'm at. So I kind of gotta hustle back. The morning flew by. I think when I get to the house, show you Polly, whose condition is doing very well, and I'll let you look at a couple of the things that we prepared for the trade show that are still for sale, some of the artwork, and also a couple of the projects we're currently working on art-wise. We're both really enjoying now having investing ourselves in our work, and then being able to come home and kind of art out together on one project or another. Oftentimes we're in separate rooms arting out, but we have fun. I'll also show you, Britt won this really cool gaming system at the trade show. Young Pine family were having a memorial for one of the boys that passed away, and they had, I think it's about, I can't remember if they said $1,400 or $1,700 gaming system. It's a nice PC, curved monitor, 32-inch curved monitor, really nice keyboard and mouse setup. Britt ordered a pink gaming chair off Amazon. It should be here in the next few days, and then we looked at some kind of gaming desks that light up off of Amazon that she'll probably buy when she gets her next paycheck or so. until then, I don't know. We just, right now she's kind of set up downstairs on a TV stand, but she really wants to get herself situated correctly and get into her gaming. Any case, yeah, I'll show you all that when we're at the house. Just passing through Forest, Maine. See all the different colors of the ground foliage that's changing. I really like the colors this time of year, and I appreciate having a nice overcast, gray, a little bit chilly day like this too. Wish I could stay out longer, but I do have the whole weekend to come, so we'll get out again. Right now I gotta go home and get Britt, or go to the Old Navy.
So I really don't fuck up this time.
Well, back on the west side, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon now, and I was just trying to kind of get my day off going. Went back to the house. Britt's computer chair came in, so we'll show you when that's set up later. But yeah, I got in a bath. It's in for about 15 minutes, and then I got called that there's another animal on the west side. A raccoon. A raccoon, and he looks golden, which is worrisome because in my experience, golden raccoons can be sick. How you doing? Hopefully he's not sick. His eyes look bright.
She's scary.
Yeah. No, I was interested in the golden color because
I thought she was awfully light.
yeah, she is really light, and a lot of times when I've encountered golden raccoons, they've been sick with
Oh, look at her. Now she's moving.
with canine distemper.
Somebody trying to dig her out. Oh, poor little girl.
Whoop, whoop. All right, come here. No. I know you want to get out. Hold on. Hold on. She's right upset. Yeah, she probably figured out there was nothing she could do right there.
Oh, but she was like definitely playing dead.
Oh.
Like she just.
Hey, little girl. Right, off she goes. Ita Mixkanatani. Saturday morning. We're rolling into day 2 on this video. I didn't really do any filming last night or after we got back to the house or anything. Just kind of hung out. Britt was playing her games. It's just dark and noisy downstairs with copywritten music. I couldn't record for the show, and I was just watching YouTube videos for the most part when I wasn't over at the weigh-ins for the fight, which I showed up late to, by the way. I thought it was supposed to be 7 o'clock and it was 6 o'clock. I showed up there about 6:30. The weigh-in part was already done and they were just going through their medicals and stuff, and I mostly just hung out with Lee Meehan's dogs. Hey, buddy. Oh, nice dog. Nice dog.
Hey, Olivia, what are you doing?
Any case, the fights are going to be tonight, so we'll definitely take a little glimpse of those when we get there. This morning, I had to come out to the west side and reset one of the skunk traps. Didn't catch any animals today that I know of. I haven't been informed of anything, and it's getting on. Actually slept in a little bit for a change. It, yeah, came out, reset the skunk trap, and thought, well, I'm going to take a little walk around the river stone coulees here and just see if I can find myself some utstatsimon, the cactus berries. And I've already got a little pocket full. And when I get to the next plant, I'll show you. They're in season now. I hear killdeer, magpie. Always looking for new snake dens. Places like this are just perfect. There's definitely a few snake dens in the vicinity where I'm walking this morning, but I poked my head in at one already, and nobody was up and awake, so it's been pretty chill. Most of them, I think, have gone under. There was a snake bite on a dog last week that made some waves because there was a bunch of people around. It sounded like dog got bit down at the boat ramp of Popson Park, which is one of the most snaky areas, and it's well advertised as such, and I talk about it on this video. Most of the snakes you see me dropping off are dropping off in the upper Popson. So I don't know. Anyway, a dog got bit, and so they were still out up to even a few days ago. I think I got a snake call that I fielded from the country club across the river. But you never know. There can be late stragglers and that kind of thing. When I lived in Riverstone, I really enjoyed hiking these coulees and learning in these coulees. I know them. They're quite familiar to me. Each of these little dips and rises and ridges and such. And some of the places where the snakes or coyotes or others have lived, in the time I've been walking these coulees, they have changed around and they're not there anymore, and they've shifted. Some of them I know where they've gone. Some of them I haven't found yet. Again, a little slippery. Quite a bit of dew on the grass and such this morning. Here we go. Look at this. A real nice example. Utstatsimon. When they're ripe, shouldn't have to even do anything to pluck them, hey? Like you shouldn't have to pull hard or anything. They should just pop off real easy. They're like grapes. So I'm going to take 4 and leave 4. Kind of my ethics around harvesting these ball cactus are, I never take all of the, I never take from the first plant I see, for one thing, and then I never take all of the berries on an individual plant. And if I see that a plant is already missing even a single berry, I won't harvest from it. That way, you know, It's not being overdone. Yeah, they grow real nice in the short grass prairie. And I find coulee ridges and the ledges of the coulee cliffs are great places to hunt for these cactus berries.
Let's get that. Good. 105, Shannon. 105. Good. Step in with the jab, though, Shannon. Find your range. Find your range.
That's it. That's it.
Push your head down! Yes, elbow, Shannon! Step over, step to back, step round her, Shannon, let's go! Yes, shoulder pressure!
Derek, keep pushing his head. Good, Derek. Good! Underhooks, good, Derek. Good, Derek, underhooks and we turn him out. We turn him to your left. We turn him left. Derek, left underhook, turn him left. Good. Good. Push his head. Keep those hands apart. Perfect. Good. Yes, heavy. Push the head again. Good. Head down, Good. Head down. Good guard. Good guard.